Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Today we're continuing with our playthrough of Beneath a Steel Sky. Now, last time we achieved a reasonable amount. Bear with me, I'm just going through our to-do list to try and remember precisely what that was. We managed to get the anchor from the insurance office, which allowed us to break into the back of the security building, which then allowed us to get access to Link. And we've entered Link space, and we found a message there from hang on. I should remember, but I don't. Oh, Anita. It was Anita, wasn't it? We found a message from Anita, who apparently is a Hobart agent, and we were told that at least she's working with Hobart. I suppose we don't, strictly speaking, know that she's from Hobart. She had concerns about Link and is under the impression that Link had taken over the council that runs this city and that bad things were afoot. Although we're a little fuzzy on the details right now. We also know that very sadly she has died. In some sort of radiation-related incident. She worked near a nuclear reactor. It's not entirely clear why or how she was exposed to so much radiation. It looks almost as if she went into the inside of the reactor core, without a suit. Now, we do know that at that time she was one of these status 0 individuals in the city, which means they have no rights. Notionally, and so she could have been ordered to do that, but then the obvious question is, why would someone follow an order like that if they knew for absolute certain that they were going to die if they did? Like, you would think that if someone was ordered... I'm okay. Sometimes people will follow orders that they know will kill them for good reasons. You know, like soldiers, for example, may have to make sacrifices for their country, up to and including their own life, which is sad, but true. That's the way it is. That's not the sort of situation we're talking about here. We're talking about she worked for a company, and apparently she had no rights due to how the city is organised and the fact that she'd got in trouble once before, caught hacking into Link. I don't think you would have so much loyalty to your employer that you would be willing to lay down your life just to do what? Like, why was she even in the Corps in the first place? She was perfectly healthy when we last spoke to her, so we know that must have been before she went into the Corps, so far as we can tell. I say she went into the Corps because we found one of her belongings, a card, an ID card that belonged to her inside the Corps, and we found her body that had succumbed to radiation damage. Yeah, but why? I don't think she would have been super loyal to her employer. Honestly, her employer seemed to be terrible to her. So why would you follow an order that you know is going to kill you under circumstances like that? Even if you were threatened with death if you didn't follow the order. Like, at least that's maybe death versus definite death. I don't get it. We never got to the bottom of that one. It's very strange. All we know is that we'd spoken to her before, then she turned up dead, then we found a message that she left in Link space. Long story short, good reason to believe Link may be evil. We're supposed to... She told us about another Hobart agent who was in the city, called Eduardo, who we've spoken to. We know that she was planning to install some sort of virus on Link, but that hadn't been carried out yet. Apparently the virus is being held in Link space, but currently hasn't been installed. Exactly why they did things that way is still a bit of a mystery. Like, if they had the virus in the system that they wanted to infect, why didn't they infect it immediately? And if they were going to leave the virus anywhere, why leave it where it could be discovered and removed by, antivirus software? Very strange. That's apparently what they did. It's also several times we've been directed towards breaking into the subway, an abandoned subway system, but I'm not entirely sure why we're doing that. Originally I misunderstood and thought that that was how we were going to meet the Hobart agent, but that's not the case at all. We've already met the Hobart agent, so I don't know why they're directing us towards the subway system, but we have been directed towards the subway system several times, and furthermore, we've discovered that this bar is built in the space where the subway system partially used to be, and I suspect if we could get into the wine cellar that's through that door and protected by a thumbprint lock, that we would then be in the old subway system where we've been at, where several people have suggested we go. But the problem is the manager isn't willing to, Mr. Colston isn't willing to share his thumb with us. So, not quite sure how we progress from here, to be honest. But yeah, I think that's about everything summarised. Oh, and general themes in this game, fascism and human life having very low value and what have you. Game took a very dark turn last time actually when we discovered all those bodies, because it wasn't just Anita's body, which was shocking in and of itself. There were quite a few other bodies. Again, unexplained how they died. Well, I mean, in some cases we may have been able to see the cause of death, like unfortunately one of the individuals had been decapitated, but what I mean is we don't know the circumstances surrounding that. Why somebody was decapitated is a mystery. We haven't managed to make it through the lock there either. That's Eduardo. I'm pretty sure we finished speaking to him though. I don't think there's anything more we can say.
Excuse me.
See you later.
See you later.
So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how we continue. It just occurred to me, we could check and see if we can use the security services. Again, no. We were only able to alter Gilbert Lamb's account, which we did previously. I wondered if perhaps we could get into Mr. Colston's account and do something useful, but apparently not. So this is the area where we found all the bodies. These are a bunch of dummies. It did just occur to me, is this going to be a pixel hunt type situation? If I clicked on every single one of them, would they all turn out to be dummies? Or would there be like one that isn't?
They must have switches to activate them somewhere. Damned if I'm gonna look for them though. They must have. Damned if I'm.
Okay, no.
They must have. Damned if I'm.
It looks like they are just one object in the world. There's this area here, which seems to be some sort of ventilation system, but there's nothing we can interact with. We only seem to have access to this tiny little balcony. So yeah, I don't know what we can do here. Throw something off the side, maybe? These are all the bodies, I'm afraid.
His skin is cold, like plastic. His skin is cold, like plastic. She appears to have been exposed to radiation. His skin is cold, like plastic. I don't think a severed head would be any use.
Wait, don't they look these ones look very similar to the dummies?
Yo, that's horrible. He doesn't have any eyelashes. Her skin is burnt and blistered. This place is spooky. You don't look so healthy. You should get out in the sunshine.
I wonder if they could be clones or something.
Wouldn't you know it? It's locked.
Yeah, we were told there might be useful equipment in here, but we don't have a key.
There could be something useful in there.
Did that make it onto my to-do list? What have we got on the to-do list? Find path past crash site. I don't think we're doing that now. Although that is a good reminder. It might be worth me revisiting the crash site and see if something has changed there. Join security department to get tattoos. I don't think we're doing that now. I think that was just a joke that one of the NPCs was making. Acquire rad suit. We've actually done that, so I can cross that off. It's not on our person, but in the area where we needed a rad suit, there is a rad suit now. Finish exploring link space. We reached another dead end there. Although when we spoke to Eduardo, he did, as I say, tell us about more stuff we could find there. But unless link space itself has updated since we were last there, then I assume we can access whatever it is that's there, because, well, I couldn't find a way forwards before. I assumed we'd need to acquire something else in the real world, which would then take to link space, like perhaps another ID card, but who knows. Get to wine cellar, stroke subway. Find Joey a new body, open cabinet and cathedral. So those are the things I've got written down. I'm just at a bit of a... Ooh, that's nice detail up there, the carvings. I'm just at a bit of a loss what we do next and how. Like, I don't... I just don't know what we can do. Not to put too fine a point on it, I don't know what the next step is. I don't have any leads. That's what I'm trying to get at. But there's a few things we could try. We could go back to the crash site, see if that's changed. Go back to link space, see if that's changed. If neither of those have changed, then I think I really am stuck. Nope, this hasn't changed. Just trying to remind myself where the security building was. I think it's just over here. Yes, it is. You can tell by the logos. I'm fairly certain we can use this now safely. I've forgotten why it lets us through now and it didn't previously, but hey ho.
It's the link that I don't like the...
So let's head back into link space and see what we can find. We never did find out what that oscillator was for, did we? Range of modulation increased. Ref notes V1.7 due to class 4 variance in link defense. Link defense. Oh, hang on. I need to blind this. I've forgotten what they called them. Sentry? See, I had previously thought we use it to get past the Crusader, but I couldn't find a way to do it.
If that's you, Rob, listen carefully. You're the only one who can help. I was supposed to make contact with an agent from Hobart. Trouble is, the rendezvous was in a park on ground level. And now I'm a dealing, I can't get there. The agent's
This is
name
Anita.
Eduardo. I don't know how you'll get to Link, but beneath the city there are tunnels. The remains of the old subway. That could be a way in.
Oh, I'm with you. Okay, now I get it. So we're in Link space right now, but we need to physically get to Link. Alright, this is making more sense now. And I wonder if if the virus was, physically placed on site on a floppy disk or something, and that's where it was stored. And they just don't have an agent in the building to actually upload it. That would make sense. Okay. Still seems like there's something past here, though. Crusader will guard the system religiously against all known ADOS configurations. Does that mean something? ADOS? Or is that just a word they've made up for this game? Oh, ADOS Interactive was a British video game publisher. Oh. Perhaps a competitor then to Revolution Software or something. I'm still at a bit of a loss though, what we're gonna do. I mean, it's possible we just can't get through here yet. And it's possible that the oscillator that I went to trouble to grab is used elsewhere in the game world. I mean, it certainly doesn't feel like anywhere has opened up in Link space.
I have to use...
The only trouble is, as I said earlier, I don't actually have any leads right now. Like, I know where I'm being directed to go, which is the subway system. I just really don't know how I would do it. We could go back to... Oh, what was her name? Hold on, let me check my list of names. Mrs. Pearmont. She might be able to help us. I've got a feeling we did that, though. Last time. I've got a feeling we, I thought of the idea that she might be able to help us with the manager, and that, didn't pan out. Alright. Let's think logically about this. We think that the subway system, or not just think, we have good reason to believe the subway system is connected to the club's wine cellar, right? So I guess rather than trying to persuade someone to let us in, we just need to get them to open it up to grab a bottle of wine? And then we could try and sneak through? Problem is, when we spoke to the barman before, they didn't want to serve us alcohol because we were a new member or something. There was some sort of city regulations about who they could and couldn't serve alcohol to, and I think new members they couldn't. How new counts as new, I don't know. Do you know anything about a subway?
Do you know anything about a subway? I've dreamed about them. Really? First of all, I'm swimming around like... Then I get sucked up this long tunnel. It's all wet and warm, you know? I was talking about a real subway. Never mind.
The club's called St. James because that was the name of the subway station that used to be here. Right, can the barkeep help us?
Excuse me.
No.
Never mind. Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
I still have no idea what accent that's supposed to be. I mean, it might be a real accent spoken by someone with that accent, but I don't recognise it.
Never mind.
Let's pay Lady Piedmont a visit. See if she can be of any assistance. In fact, we should probably speak to the young lad as well, in case he's got any new dialogue. Vincent, don't wear out your thumbs.
Don't wear out your thumbs.
Right. Miss Piedmont lives up there.
There's no reply.
Okay, so we can't go back there yet, which means that we've done everything that we could do there, at least everything we can do there for now.
I need a key to open that.
I could resort to looking up a hint online. I've been reluctant to do so. I looked up 2 puzzles in the first stream and then none in the second. But I am getting to the point now where I wonder if I should. Oh, I just had a thought. How come we can interact with all those statues? Isn't that a bit odd? Perhaps we should have a closer look at them.
Nothing I could use that statue for. It's a little man carrying a log. The big guy's sacks are spilling their contents. Nothing I could use that statue for.
It's very specific dialogue, isn't it? Nothing I could use that statue for. Just reminding myself of our items. But there aren't any more statues.
The leaves are shiny and waxy. It's too firmly rooted to pull up. The leaves are shiny and waxy. It's too firmly rooted to pull up.
I don't think that's how it works. If it's in a pot, then if it was firmly rooted, you'd just pull up the soil with it. But I mean, that's not difficult. No luck. So we've got a metal bar, a wrench, a circuit board containing Joey's mind, an ID card, dark glasses, a light bulb, a link card from Anita, and a cable. Have we fully looked at Joey's body?
I ought to move that trash.
Ought you?
It's too heavy to carry.
Okay, this sounds like we're getting somewhere. Cable? No?
I ought to move that trash. It's attached to some bricks via a pulley. That's too big and heavy to carry. Far too heavy to lift.
I can't help but notice that we've got something big and heavy there that's too big to carry, right next to a pulley system. Can I not interact with the pulley? Apparently not. Yeah, we may be looking towards my looking up a hint. Alright, I think I'll do that. It's a bit of a shame, but I am utterly stuck. Hopefully once we make a little bit of progress, then we'll continue to make progress. How do I get into St. James? We've done that. How do I get into the cathedral? We've done that. Can I unlock the door to the shed? It's an old-fashioned lock. Yes. Well, I tried smashing it, but the game wasn't having any of it. Even though I'm pretty sure that would work and wouldn't be that difficult. Hey Pengy, it's lovely to see you. Okay, so it sounds like I can get in here. It sounds probable that I should have access to it now. And the hint I received is it's an old-fashioned lock. Again, I'm pretty sure I tried using the bar on it though.
It would be quicker to break the door down.
I really don't think it would. I think you underestimate how easy it would be to break I'm assuming this isn't a substantial lock.
The door is too sturdy to break open with a crowbar.
Yeah. Hello, do you play this game too? We can't get past the door by just... I assume it's like a padlock, right? It's not the sort of lock where we could put a card in and jimmy our way through. No, of course not. Cable's no help there. Wrench. Pretty sure we tried this. Yeah, not having it. I can't somehow use the dark glasses to pick lock, can I? No. I've tried the start of it, but never finished it. Sounds like a tough game then. I can look up another hint, like the website I'm using has like, will give you progressively clearer hints. I think I'm gonna have to, like... It seems clear that none of the items I currently have will get me through. But I don't know where I could acquire any more. One that you can force open. Okay, so it is forcing it open. As I thought, why did it not work before?
It's an old-fashioned cylinder lock.
Alright, tell me about cylinder locks. Just a second. The pin tumbler lock, also known as the Yale lock after the inventor of the modern version, is a lock mechanism that uses pins of varying lengths to prevent the lock from opening without the correct key. Pin tumblers are most commonly employed in cylinder locks, but that just redirects to this page, but may also be found in tumbler pin tumbler locks, also known as radial locks or ace locks. Commonly pin tumbler locks are found in a cylinder that can be easily unscrewed by a locksmith to facilitate rekeying. The first main advantage to a cylinder lock, also known as a profile lock or Euro, is that the cylinder can be changed without altering the boltwork hardware. Removing the cylinder typically requires only loosening a set screw, then sliding the cylinder from the boltwork. The second is that it is usually possible to obtain from various lock manufacturers cylinders in different formats that can all be used with the same type of key. This allows the user to have keyed alike and the master keyed systems that incorporate a wide variety of different types of lock, such as night latches, deadbolt, and roller door locks. Vulnerabilities. The basic pin tumbler lock alone is vulnerable to several lockpicking methods. The most straightforward include lock bumping and snap guns. To combat this, many high security cylinders incorporate the use of a variety of specialized pins, collectively known as security pins, that are designed to catch in the lock cylinder if a snap gun or bump key is used. Lock snapping is a method of forced entry that certain types of cylinder locks are vulnerable to. Lock snapping involves applying a strong torque force to the lock cylinder, usually with a pair of locking pliers, thereby breaking the mechanism and allowing access to the latch. It can take 50 seconds and 2 minutes to snap the lock and gain entry. Police in the UK have estimated that around 22 million doors throughout the country could be at risk from lock snapping. Criminals utilise a small blowtorch to target the area of UPVC or composite material surrounding the Euro lock and door handle. The reason for this is to create a hole deep enough to reach deep into the door, concentrating on the Euro lock area. The goal, once having created the hole, is to reach the mole grips deep past any sacrificial lines of inferior Euro cylinder lock. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Okay. Got to admit, not a lot of that was much help. It was mostly lack of time then, and too many games on the list. I think I ended up playing Day of the Tentacle or something instead, or it was The Dig. Isn't cylinder lock basically the concept that the key interacting part of the lock is separate from the bolt, shackle, whatever mechanism? Sounds like it. If I'm understanding what you're saying correctly, and if I've understood what I was just reading, the idea seems to be that you have a key, you have a cylinder, and you have a locking mechanism, and those are all separate. So that you could, for example, change the cylinder without changing the whole lock, if I understood correctly. Yes, exactly. So this hint website that I was on is suggesting very, very strongly that I should be able to force my way past that lock. I have a metal bar, which didn't help because I've tried it. I have a wrench, which didn't help. I have the circuit board with Joey's brain on it, the robot. I have an ID card, dark glasses, light bulb, link card, and cable. I just don't... I mean, unless I pick up another item, how am I going to do it? Is there anything else on the door you can target? I don't think so.
The door has an old-fashioned lock on it. Won't open. That's probably because it's locked.
I can target the door itself and I can target the lock.
It's an old-fashioned cylinder lock. I need a key to open that.
Well, you say you need a key to open it, but the hint I just read online suggested that I can force my way through. You can either use a lockpick, a key, or attack like the hinges, or use brute force. Yeah. Now I know why the metal bar didn't work. Because I thought it was like a padlock, not knowing what a cylinder lock was. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to break the lock off like that. But in theory, if we could apply enough force to it, it should still break. But I just don't... I'm not aware of any items in the... It's the old problem with adventure games. One of the main reasons you get stuck, I find, from my personal experience, is either because you don't know there's a room you can get to, which you can get to because the entrance isn't obvious, or there's an item in the world which you can pick up but didn't realise you could pick up. I really do wonder if that's what's going on here. If I have access to something I don't know I have access to. Because I just cannot for the life of me see how else this would be possible. Can you combine items? I can combine items, yes. We verified that last time. Because it wasn't... If you try and combine an item and they don't go together, the game doesn't do anything that makes it obvious that combining items isn't possible. But yes, we combined an item last time, so we do know it is possible. I have no idea with regards to this game, so I'm just guessing, by the way. That's fine. I appreciate the extra mind working on the problem. Because goodness knows I've got no ideas right now. I can always, if I get stuck on this too long, I can always fall back on reading another hint. It could be whatever's in the cabinet over here. Yeah, just so you've been warned. Well, these are dummies and I'm about to go into a room with a bunch of bodies. The game took a very dark turn last time. But there's this cabinet here.
There could be something useful in there.
Yes.
Wouldn't you know it? It's locked.
Maybe I can just break this open and it'll give me something that'll let me pass the other lock. Not looking like it, is it?
There could be something. Wouldn't you know it? It's locked.
I've searched all the bodies. Very good point to search the bodies, because that's what got me last time. So far I've looked up hints on 3 occasions in this game. One was just now, and of the other 2 occasions, one of them was because I hadn't searched a body and I didn't know there was an item.
The wheels are locked in place. It's a kind of bed with wheels.
I'm gonna look up another hint. I really have no idea. It's an old-fashioned lock, one that you can force open like they do in movies. What, you mean like with a gun or something? I don't have a gun. I can only think of one person in this world that I know I can speak to who might have a gun on them. In fact, who probably does have a gun on them in all probability. I haven't the foggiest how I'd get it off of them though. The wheels look like a clue. Anything you can do with the trolley? Not that I could tell other than examine it. Oh, kick. As in kick the lock. Or kick the door. I only have 2 ways to interact with objects in the world. One is examine and one is interact. Depending upon whether I left click or right click. And neither of those cause the main character to kick the door. So, good thinking, but I don't think that's it. Right, this individual probably has a gun on them. Oh, actually, no, because we have access to the security building, so there would be other people. There would be a few other people we could speak to that might have a gun on them.
Never mind.
Right, I can't speak to them anymore. So, if they do have a gun on them, I'm not getting it. Let's go into the security building. Oh, there were some locked lockers in through here as well, weren't there?
Never mind. Oh, nothing.
I'd half forgotten about those lockers, because when I tried to get into them before, there didn't seem to be any way to do it. But maybe we should revisit them. Maybe one of them has magically become unlocked since we were last here, who knows. The game chose that moment to save, which is odd.
Belongs to someone called Goddard. No name on this one. Lovecraft's locker. Ultar, written in crayon. Reich.
Oh, I wonder if I can get into that one.
Belongs to someone called Cole.
I wonder if Altar is a reference. I wonder if they had another game where there was a barbarian called Altar or something.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
Right, does the ID card work with these? Is this an ID card lock? No. Or it doesn't seem to be.
It's locked. Reich.
Reich is the individual who came in, kidnapped us, murdered our family and friends, and ultimately died when a turret turned on him. And we don't know who was controlling that turret.
Reich. It's locked.
I can't help but think they wouldn't have put these lockers here if we couldn't, you know, actually do something with them. Oh, there's a slot. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, they all have slots on them. Okay, so the ID card goes in the slot?
I heard a little click. Reich.
Yeah, open it, please.
Nothing in here but some bottles.
I mean, I'll take it. I did actually intend to take that
Radicam
stuff.
shampoo and Sani Cool conditioner. I think I can live without them.
Okay. Then this was a waste. Alright, I guess I'll try my cards on the other ones.
Nothing's happened.
I don't know why, and I can't see any reason why Anita's card would do anything. No. How odd, though, to be able to get into that locker, but it not to have anything useful in it.
Nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. Nothing's happened.
Bottles, I'll take it. I mean, it's Friday evening, I see. What am I missing? The game wouldn't have let me get in here. Surely the game wouldn't have put this in here if there wasn't a reason. I mean, I suppose it could just be an Easter egg since this is one of the main characters, but I doubt it. The game won't let me take the bottles.
Radicam shampoo and Sani Cool conditioner. I think I can live without them.
Yeah, that's all he says. I think I'm going to look up the final hint, which is probably just telling you the solution. Use an ID card on the lock to open the door. What? For the shed? I'm pretty sure I did actually try that and it didn't work. But why would that work with a cylinder lock? Like, that literally doesn't make sense. I mean, I tried jimmying the door with an ID card. I did that earlier and it didn't work. Is it possible that I used the ID card on the door itself when the game expected me to use it on the lock, or vice versa? Yes, I guess that's possible. If that is if that is how you do it, then I find it very frustrating that I literally thought of the solution earlier, tried it and failed, and it turns out that it looks like it only failed because of a technicality that I wasn't even aware of at the time. So jam the ID card between the door and the frame. Yeah, I think if they're thinking what I think they're thinking, I think the idea is you use the ID card as just a very stiff bit of plastic, and in theory you may be able to get the card between the door and the frame such that you're able to force the what's it called? It's not a latch, is it? The bit that sticks out and actually holds the door shut. The bolt. Yeah. I feel like there's a better name for that, but yeah. I know I tried this earlier. Oh my goodness.
It's an old trick, but it still works.
So yeah, the problem was that I tried it on the door, not on the lock itself. Well, progress is progress, so I shouldn't complain. Secateurs. Excellent. Rusty machine.
Central, High Green, Museum, and St. James. They must be the names of the old subway stations.
So it would seem. Museum station. Does that mean I'm actually trying to get... Does that mean I wasn't trying to get into the wine cellar, but rather I'm going to come up the other way? And I'm going to exit via the wine cellar? If so, why? Do they actually have Link in the wine cellar? Is that club a lot more than it appears to be? I wonder. The secateurs are dark with rust, but still sharp.
The map is painted on a big sheet of metal. Not the sort of map you'd fold and put in your pocket.
Sounds like a tetanus risk.
It's a map of the subway, which
the map,
means I'm
the
getting
secateurs.
close to Link.
Was in the kitchen for a minute. Did you get another ID card? I have two, and I had two before. So no, I don't have a new one.
Why did I waste my time doing that? Being in this city must be cracking me up. The stairway has been bricked up.
Okay, progress has been made. The big question is, what does the secateurs let me do, which I couldn't do before? I do hope that this isn't the method by which we get past the thumb lock, the thumbprint reader. I've got a bad feeling it might be. Oh, thank you for the resubscription. I really do appreciate that, Pengy. I hope
Would you like
this
this
doesn't work.
present?
Forget it, mister.
Thank goodness it didn't work. Alright, hang on, what were what was on the to-do list? Finish exploring Link Space. We've made no progress there. Get to the wine cellar, subway. We've not really made any progress there. Find Joey a new body, no progress there. Open cabinet and cathedral. I mean, I could try the secateurs on the cabinet. I don't really know how the lock on the cabinet works, though. Like, I don't know what type of lock it is. I don't know whether secateurs... whether there's any possibility that secateurs would help. We can't examine the lock, can we? No. Nope. I'm reluctant to go for another hint because I've just got past one puzzle using only hints. Hang on, secateurs are used for cutting plants, and we could interact with some of the plants, and we were told that it's too well rooted to pick up. Why we would want plants, I don't know, but that would make a lot more sense.
These shears are too blunt to cut the stems.
Really? You said they were still sharp
These
earlier.
shears are too blunt to cut the stems. These shears are too blunt to cut the stems.
Then what are they used for? I guess I could offer them to Eduardo and see what he says.
Excuse me. These shears are just what you need.
Eh? They look like rusty old scissors to me. I don't want those old things.
I mean, if the secateurs are so rusty, we can't even cut through plants with them. What is the point? I'm just going to check the shed one more time. Make sure I definitely didn't miss anything.
It's a map of the subway, which means I'm getting close to Link. Central, High Green, Museum, and St. James. They must be the names of the old subway stations. The mechanism has rusted solid. The mechanism has rusted.
I wonder if I'm supposed to deal with the rust or if this machine actually isn't important at all. What would I do with secateurs? I mean, logically cutting, right? That's what they're meant for. Although we have been told repeatedly that they're far too blunt to do anything with. Nope, I've got nothing. How do I go underground? You'll need to get into the cathedral before you know what to do. Alright. So the cathedral should be... It sounds like the cathedral should be my next place of interest. My next location of interest. I did try tying a cable to the ledge, didn't I? Yeah. See, down here would seem to be the most logical place to try and go, wouldn't it? There's nothing I can even interact with here, though. Even though it seems like a likely spot, there's nothing to interact with. Alright, show me another hint. In particular, watch the lockers in the morgue. Sorry, search the lockers in the morgue. I did that. Oh, I don't like this one bit, but the only thing I can think is try the secateurs on each of the bodies. And I do hope this doesn't work. Alright, another hint please. You should find Anita's body. Now go back to the top level and look for some evidence. Oh, that's how I got the Anita's card. That's all it's... Okay, yes, that's... So that finding her body leads to the game to progress, and then you're able to get her link card that way. Right, how does having her link card help me get underground? I could try her link card on the thumb reader. I wouldn't expect it to work. I've spoken to Eduardo. See, that's what all that's what that particular line of inquiry led me to. finding out that there was a Hobart agent who was in the garden, and that was Eduardo, who we spoke to last time. Maybe it's not a thumbprint reader, maybe it's disguised as a thumbprint reader, but it's actually a card reader. Nope. The other lockers where you found the bottle, does her card work in any of those? I thought I tried them all, but I can go back and check again. But I expect you to be able to open your locker without anything... I'd expect you to be able to open your locker without anything to indicate that you should be able to use another card or another locker. I'm not sure I 100% follow you. The thing is, the lockers I was at previously, not the ones in the morgue, the ones in the security building, they were for security personnel, and Anita most definitely was not security personnel. I mean, I would expect you opening an empty locker is just to show the mechanical opening lockers. But there were more lockers. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well articulated though, yeah. The fact that there was a locker that had nothing in makes it seem like that was just to establish a mechanic. But as I say, the trouble is, she wasn't security personnel. So there's no reason to think that she would have access to any of the lockers. I thought I tried it anyway, but just in case I didn't. That didn't work. 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 Not even saying nothing happened, exactly. He just shrugs if something, if he doesn't know, if he simply doesn't understand the, what's being asked. Right, another hint. You can find what you need inside the reactor in the pipe factory. I already did that. That's where I found her ID card. Take the ID card from the reactor. There should be something on there that you can use. Yes, and we've been into link space using that card. Go into link space with Anita's ID and explore a bit. I've done that. Look for the well that you can find past the eyeballs. Done that. Play the message in the well with the playback icon. Done that. You'll learn about a Hobart contact on the ground level of the city. Yes, that's Eduardo. I've spoken to him. It's the gardener. Talk to him and see what he can tell you. You may also have to talk to the boy a bit to help uncover the gardener's true identity. I've done that. There you can get into an underground via the St. James Club. Then you can get into the underground via the St. James Club. Well, that's what I've been trying to do. There's a door at the bottom that will take you there. Okay, how do I open the door in the St. James Club? Because currently the door seems to be locked by a thumbprint reader, and the owner of the thumb is not being particularly generous with their thumb. So, it's really not clear to me how we get past that. There's a metal panel next to the door that will let you open it. Okay, so that's verified that we do use the metal panel to get in, although that is obviously what I had previously suspected. But I'm going to need a little bit more, like, with the items I currently have, and the player character, how do I get the manager's thumb onto that card reader, or sorry, that thumbprint reader, or via other means defeat the locking mechanism. It operates on thumbprints. Yes, we've established that. And on Colston's thumbprint, to be specific, we've established that as well. You have to find a way of getting his prints. I had thought about that, like, could I just take a fingerprint? But
It's a stamp.
I just don't have the items for it, so far as I'm aware. The glass that's on his table should work. Okay. That gives us a bit more to work with. So that's presumably what I was stuck on, the fact I didn't know I could interact with the glass on his table. I mean, okay, that's certainly partly on me. Oh yeah, we can. I did not realise that. As I said earlier, in these adventure games, I have found the most common cause of getting stuck is either not knowing there's a room you have access to, or not knowing there's a an item you
There are
can
greasy
pick up.
fingerprints on the glass.
Hey, get your hands off my drink, Buster.
Alrighty.
Excuse me. Never mind.
Alright.
Excuse me. See you later.
Oh, don't count on it.
Oh, nothing.
I mean, I have a bunch of items, but I don't see how that'd help. Is there something else I can interact with in here that I don't know about? Do I grab it when he's looking in a particular direction or something?
Hey, get your hands off my drink, Buster.
The game seemed to wait for him to be looking. Like he was looking away and the game seemed to pause to wait till he was looking to actually perform the action of being told I'm not allowed to take his drink. And again.
Hey, get your hands off my drink, Buster.
Make a hole in it. It is glass though. Oh, I don't want to use another hint. Was there something behind that glass? Or did I imagine that? Nothing there. I will look up another hint. You'll just need to get him away from the table so you can take it. Alright. That's quite a bit of direction. How though? The jukebox maybe? The jukebox that I think is broken? Because the band's left.
Hey, music lover.
Oh,
If you're looking for the best in sounds, I got 'em.
it wasn't working
The
earlier.
music of the spheres right here on Earth. So come on, get your fingers on my buttons. Let's make beautiful music together.
How offensive. Why they put voices in these machines is beyond me.
I'm all warmed up for you, baby.
Shut up and let me check the selections. Oh, Lord, it's mostly country and western.
Nobody's perfect.
Ah, there are 3 tunes by the resident band.
So, what's your choice, big boy?
You search but you find nothing. As cool as Long Beach. Oh, sorry, as cool as you. I don't know.
As cool as you. Pressing the buttons doesn't... The select button... The select button isn't lit.
Alright, can I put Joey's mind in there? No.
Oh, nothing.
If I leave and go back, can I make another selection? Yes. I would assume.
Hi there. I got a tune for every occasion.
Oh, shut up. I just want to choose some music. Without being hassled by a whining Wurlitzer.
Okay. You search but you find nothing.
You search but find nothing.
Well, that doesn't seem to have done anything.
That's odd. It stopped talking, thank goodness. It's almost as if this jukebox can understand me.
I can. I performed a body scan when you first made contact. I know your blood group, your color size, and your sexual preferences. This information has been transmitted to link files. Enjoy your selection.
That's outrageous. I thought such blatant invasion of privacy only happened in major high street banks. Oh well, some music will cheer me up.
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
That didn't seem to help.
Think I'll play another tune.
Yeah, none of these are gonna work, are they?
As cool as you.
I wonder if I can interact with the jukebox using one of the ID cards to load up some more music or something. Oh, it's silly, but I may as well try all the items.
Think I'll play?
Didn't mean to do that.
You search.
Alright, I cave. I'll take another hint. How do we get them away then? Oh no, this tune, I hate it. Oh, for goodness sake, that was it then. How could I have known that? There was no real indicator that that would work, and it didn't work when I first started playing the tune. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh well, at least I didn't have to look up another hint in the end. Right, now can I just put the glass up against the metal plate? Is that a no? That seems to be a no. Do I have to go back to the biosculpting place and get them to give me the same fingerprints as on this glass? Because otherwise I don't know how I'm going to get the fingerprints off. We certainly don't have the equipment we would need. And the other thing is, I'm pretty sure the fingerprints would have to be attached to something that resembles a living finger, right? Like, I don't think if you held up a piece of paper that had a fingerprint on, that would work. I could be wrong. Alright, back to Burke's biosurgery.
It's a holographic project.
Welcome to Burke's Biosurgery. How nice to see you again.
Try using the
Excuse
glass.
me. Can you match my fingerprints to those on this glass?
Oh, yes. My machine will do that automatically.
It's not against the law, is it?
Whatever gave you that idea?
Don't security use them to check people's identities?
If they do, it's the first time I've heard of it. The usual procedure for identification of suspects is a retina scan at the post-mortem. Now, about these prints you requested. Open the panel on my machine and insert the glass. Then place your hands in the otodermatome.
Will this hurt, Doc?
Oh, yes. Quite considerably.
Oh dear. Oh, it's scanning the glass. You can see it on the display. That's a nice touch. Wow, thank you for that.
Excuse me. Thanks again for the port, Doc.
It's a pleasure to do business with you.
Well, that's progress. So presumably we can just go through there whenever we want now. Probably should have taken a copy of our old thumbprints beforehand. If we ever wanted them back. Not that I suppose it makes much difference. Hey! Progress. Presumably we go through the grill?
That's too big and heavy to carry. It's a big box made of wood.
Okay, why can I interact with it?
I certainly put my foot in it that time. I'd never shift that in 1,000 years. It's a solid wooden storage rack for wine bottles. It's a big box. That's too big and heavy to... The box isn't strong enough to support me. If it's for ventilation, it must lead somewhere. I can't reach it from here.
Okay. What am I missing?
That's too big and heavy to...
Well, can you push it?
It's a big box made of wood.
Do I break it? Ah, it's a crowbar, so I open it up. Or just put a or just place over the other
That's
box.
too big and heavy. It's disappointingly empty.
I'm not entirely sure that would work, but okay.
I can't reach it. If it's for I can't. The grill is too firmly attached to pull from the wall.
Well, we do have a crowbar.
The grill is too... I've punctured a hole in the grill.
Okay. Why? What was the point in that? Oh, we used the secateurs to cut through the rest of it. Okay, I see. Progress.
The subway. It's like a warren built by giant rabbits.
Progress.
I'm never gonna be able to shift all that. The roof of the tunnel must have collapsed.
Not a good sign, is it? Okay. We can go in one of two directions. I'm wondering if I should be making a map at this point. We'll see what happens next.
I'm never gonna... The roof of...
What is that stuff on the floor? Oh, do we end up coming up the cathedral? Is that why there's nothing we could do there? Because we approach it from the other side? I wonder.
There's something in there. Something horrible.
Oh dear. That's less than ideal. Why would there be some sort of strange abomination in there? We've not encountered anything that suggested abominations should exist.
There's something in there. Something horrible.
No, don't just... Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Looks like I have to find some way to get past that creature. That's the next challenge. Definitely nothing here, is there? Nothing that I've missed. Well, let's save again here, so that if I do have to reload, we're not going back as far. Or even here. Socket! Oh, is that for the light bulb? Does that scare away the creature? We'll have to see. Yes. Okay, so that's something useful to know.
I'm not climbing up there just to get souvenirs. It's an old advertisement for Anchor Insurance.
Blimey, must be an
I
old
wonder
one.
if Anchor's grandfather was a complete zero too.
Charming.
The picture is covered with mold and dirt. It's the station's name. Museum.
Oh, this is the other side then. So presumably if we went through that door, what we'd find is a brick wall.
Uh-oh, the tunnel roof doesn't look too stable.
That's suboptimal. I guess we'll have to be quick. Well then. So the game seems to be killing us a lot more frequently for no apparent reason. I wonder if that means we're nearing the end of the game.
Uh-oh, the tunnel roof doesn't look too stable.
Alright, go, go, go! That's peculiar.
That thing's alive. I wonder what it is.
I was wondering
It's
that.
warm and throbbing with a tough skin.
Is that what's left of Mr. Piedmont? Did he... Because we knew that someone tried to fuse themselves with Link, didn't we? Although not sure if we ever discovered who. And we knew that Mr. Piedmont was originally behind the Link project, but that he apparently died and our father took over. But I don't know if... They held a funeral for him, but I don't remember if we were told anyone actually saw the body. Yes, Richard Overmann was our father, who became the Link Project lead after the apparent death of... Let me find the page. Professor Helmut Piedmont.
There's no obvious way of opening it.
That's not ideal.
I can't slide it, push it, or pull it.
What can we do? Go through the plaster?
That patch of plaster looks damp and crumbly. I can't quite reach it.
Be a shame if someone took a metal bar to it.
I've exposed the bricks beneath the plaster.
Alright, I'm less sure what the point in that was now.
The mortar holding those bricks has crumbled away.
Be a shame if someone pulled out those
I
bricks.
can't quite reach it.
Why bother to do it like that? If it's the same point in the world with the exact same item, why make us interact twice instead of once? Alright, I have a brick. Does the brick help with the door? Do I take the brick to the vein, which may upset someone?
That didn't achieve anything.
That's weird. Why do you say that? It's almost as if they were going to have an animation, but chose not to. I don't have to use this again, do I?
None of the other bricks are loose.
Okay.
I can't quite... There's a hole where the brick was. The skin is too hard to cut.
Okay. Kinda glad that didn't work. That would have been disgusting.
I can't quite reach it.
Oh, we can pick up the plaster from the floor. Interesting. The plaster is damp and crumbling and forms a barely cohesive lump. The brick is standard size, regular shaped, dark red in colour and brick-like in every way. I don't know. Is there something I can do with the door between the brick and the plaster? No? Anything else in the room I can interact with that I've perhaps not noticed? Not that I can see. Hang on, the vein wouldn't be here if I couldn't interact with it. Or if there wasn't a... I don't know, they may have put it there just for me to observe, I suppose. It could be set
It's
dressing.
warm and throbbing with a tough skin. That didn't achieve it. The skin is too hard.
Swelling.
The skin's too tough to tear with my fingers. The outer skin is stretched and weakened.
Oh, this is going to be disgusting. I am so sorry.
The skin is too hard to cut. That didn't achieve anything.
Okay, that didn't work then.
The skin's too tough to tear with my... The outer skin is...
I just want to double check. I did
The skin is...
select the right area, didn't I?
That didn't achieve...
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
It's penetrated the outer skin.
Crowbar stuck in vein. Do I put the plaster in to gum it up to cause a blockage?
That didn't achieve anything.
No, and I've lost my plaster.
Ugh! I made a hole right through the vein.
I don't know why we bothered though. Oh. Robot. Well, that's curious.
It's a medical robot.
So
There's
whatever.
no way of turning it off.
So whatever this place is, like this is presumably, this thing was presumably intended. It's not some experiment that's gone wrong. There's someone here. No change there.
It's probably a ventilation group.
Ah, the steaming stuff of life. Nourishment for my little brothers. Okay. You are looking healthy today. Keep feeding and growing, little one. Does that man look like the dummies? Fine progress. Primary growth phase is nearly complete. Is he cloning himself over and over, and then are they dying or something? Another perfect brother. Soon you'll be ripe for programming. Nothing untoward in those readings. Good, good. It's nearly there. No change there. So I guess we don't want to go in there yet. Wouldn't mind grabbing Joey a new body. Oh, that reminds me, the to-do list. Get to the wine cellar subway, I can cross that off. Funny that we still haven't opened the cabinet in the cathedral though. That suggests I am supposed to be able to find my way back out of here at some point. Oh look, a robot that's been left unattended. It'd be a shame if someone took a wrench to it. Okay, what about just Joey's raw brain? No?
It's recharging itself at the power supply. There aren't any external switches. That's where the medical robot gets its power. It's activated by the robot's presence.
2 exits, I know.
The screen displays the medical robot's status. They don't appear to do anything. They don't appear to...
The controls don't appear to do anything. Why do I doubt that?
No way of opening.
Alright, through here I guess. While we continue exploring. Another perfect brother. Soon you'll be ripe for programming.
Hello. I was not expecting a visitor.
I'm just the inspector.
Allow me to introduce myself.
We've already met several times.
I am known as Walter, and I am the future.
Okay. Wait, look at the face. He's not a clone of us, is he? Or we're not a clone of him. You're not human, are you?
You're not human, are you?
Suspect he
Now, whatever
is.
gave you that idea? I'm obviously not a machine. Or an animal. In fact, I differ little from you.
You're talking of a future designed by Link.
You're talking of a future designed by Link?
Certainly. It was not Link itself. Designed by your own fathers.
What are Link's plans for the real humans?
What are Link's plans for the real humans?
We are all members of the same family. We can coexist quite peacefully until they disappear through natural wastage.
What do you mean by natural wastage? As in, like, the radiation accident that killed Anita?
What do you mean, natural wastage?
Following the sterilization program, the old humans will slip quietly into extinction. But you need have no concern for the well-being of the human race. Or for the future, come to that. Since you have no future.
Well, that's suboptimal. Kind of annoying to get all that information and not be able to use it in any way. As in, like, let me clarify. We've reloaded, so this version of Mr. Foster Overmann has no knowledge of what was just said. So it's not like it's progressed the game at all. It just seemed like pointless. Ultimately, it would have been easier if it just killed us on sight.
Regulate the heat from below.
Like, why bother giving all the player all this information which they can't use
It's the controls for opening
without
the cover.
metagaming? Incubation temperature control. Current mean temperature 93 degrees Celsius. Blimey. Boost temperature, reduce temperature. I don't know if we want it hot or cold.
It holds the grill secure.
Right, we want it... This is presumably heating the room, so we want it cold in order that that stays shut and we can walk over there and open the grill. Well, I hope that works. Oh, we lost the metal bar, didn't we?
Pulling the handle has loosened the grill. The grill will fall if it's stepped on. It allows the heat to rise.
Okay. The grill will fall if stepped on. I feel like we're setting up a trap, it's just that I don't know for whom. Oh, there's a slot there. Oh, that's presumably where I put the circuit board. I don't like the fact that they have like outer objects and inner objects like this. I don't think it improves the game. It just means that you think you've tried things and they haven't worked when in fact they would have worked. Had it not been for, you know, you being...
How do you feel, Joe?
I'm completely operational, and all my circuits are functioning perfectly.
That's a relief. Is there any immediate danger?
If your presence here is detected, termination is more than likely.
Are there any other humans in this area?
Negative.
Are you really the Joey I grew up with? You don't sound like him.
That is unavoidable. My shell has a limited syntactic processor.
Oh well. At least you're not so argumentative.
I see. So he wants to be he wants to have all that attitude he usually has, but he literally can't because of the syntactic processor. With that voice I would expect it to say exterminate, exterminate. Yep, you're not wrong. Stay close to me, Joey. Let's have a look through that grill again.
It's probably a bit...
Oh, he's gonna fall down. I see. That's what we were doing. I think we just have to wait. I think that's the same grill we loosened that goes into the, provides the direct path into the furnace. Actually, it probably happens when we walk into the room. Yeah, that would be my guess. He probably goes round there to, he probably walks round there to speak to us. I want you to check out the tank room.
Please be more specific.
I want a detailed report on everything. Especially that android.
The android could be dangerous.
Oh, it's an android.
Exactly. I don't want to risk my neck.
But if it's an android, why are there all these what appear to be clones being grown here that he refers to as brothers? Nothing untoward in those readings. Good, good. It's nearly there. Right, our report should be here shortly. Haven't worked out what this thing is yet, have we? Well, I know we have some theories, but we certainly haven't figured it out with any degree of certainty. We certainly haven't verified what it is in any way. What's the point in that grill? I don't know. Why would we want to look into that room? Because we can just walk into it. And where's Joey gone?
Hello. I was not expecting a visitor.
Oh, he didn't go where I wanted him to.
Allow me to introduce myself.
We've already met several times.
I am known as Walter, and I am the future.
Is this where you reproduce yourself?
Is this where you reproduce yourself?
Yeah, the genetic nursery. Here my kind are nurtured and grown, educated according to Link's needs.
You're talking of a future designed by Link?
You're talking of a future designed by Link?
Certainly, but was not Link itself, designed by your own fathers.
Has all this any connection with the Overmann?
Has all this any connection with Overmann?
Indeed. Without the Overmann connection, I might never have been conceived.
What are Link's plans for the real humans?
What are Link's plans for the real humans?
We're all members of the same family. We can coexist quite peacefully until they disappear through natural wastage. But you need have no concern for the well-being of the human race, or for the future, come to that, since you have no future.
Less than ideal.
But you need have for the work.
What was the point in having an autosave there? For a player that hadn't been saving the game so regularly, that could have really... Autosaving at a point like that could have really got them into some trouble. Did I have a later save than that? Yes. So pretty sure this was after we... Yeah, this must have been after we moved the grill.
It's probably...
How do I get him to stand on the grill? After we loosened the grill, I should say, so that someone standing on it would fall through.
It's probably...
I'm waiting for Joey to turn up. There we go.
I want you to check out the tank room.
Please be more specific.
I want a detailed report on everything. Especially that android.
The android could be dangerous.
Exactly. I don't want to risk my neck.
But yours? The absorption rate is rising as expected. Ah, the steaming stuff of life. Nourishment for my little brothers. You are looking healthy today. Keep feeding and growing, little one. Fine progress. Primary growth phase is nearly complete. Another perfect brother. Soon you'll be ripe for programming. Nothing untoward in those readings. Ah, there's Joey. Give me your report on the tank room.
The growth tanks contain developing androids. Nourishment is supplied from a tank. The temperature is maintained by convection from an underground source.
I can't pull it any further. It's no longer secure.
Okay, so that's definitely been done.
It's the control.
But what do I do? How do I get the so-called android that I'm not convinced is an android onto the grill? Joey doesn't seem to be able to make it down here. Tell me about the growth tanks.
Access to the growth tanks is not possible.
Tell me about the computer.
Access to the computer is denied.
Tell me about the nutrient tank.
The tank contains chemicals on which the androids feed.
So, without it, they'd die?
Affirmative.
Is there a way of draining the tank?
Manual evacuation is achieved by opening a tap.
Open the tap in the nutrient tank. Tell me about the android.
Tell me about the android.
It is programmed to safeguard the developing androids.
Is he dangerous?
It's certainly stupid enough to constitute a threat.
Open the tap on the nutrient tank. So you can say stupid. I'm surprised you're not doing that more
Open
often.
the tap to the nutrient tank. That will distract the android technician. It's probably a ventilation.
Well, let's hope this this achieves something. Nothing untoward in those readings. Here's Joey. Good, good, it's nearly there. No change there. The absorption rate is rising as expected. Ah, the steaming stuff of life. Nourishment for my little brothers. You are looking healthy today. Keep feeding and growing, little one. Okay, my best guess then is the game anticipates that we will walk in there. The android will try to walk towards us as it usually does, slip on the mess on the floor, and then slide down fall down the grill.
I was not expecting a visitor. A puddle? The tank must be leaking.
Humans 1, androids 0.
Excellent. first thing I should probably do is verify that they have in fact been neutralized. Otherwise I may have a problem. I like the fact that you can hear the tap dripping in the other room though, because it's an indicator that it is safe to go in there and that the android hasn't already turned the tap off. That's a nice touch. Careful.
Bubbling, boiling lava. Boy, that's hot.
It's lava, is it? Blimey. Or magma, more likely, since we're underground. Well, looks like the job's been done. Exactly what we are to do next, I'm not sure.
I can't reach the tap without stepping in the puddle. It's letting the chemical goo seep out.
Okie doke. You be mindful of that
Better be
hole in the
careful I
floor.
don't fall in there. No obvious explanation of what it's controlling.
It'd be a shame if someone took a wrench to it.
There aren't any manual controls. The casing is thin, but very hard. There's a weird fetus thing floating in it. Whoever said babies were cute? Never mind.
Okay, there's presumably more stuff over here then. Huh. Does that mean there's another android on the loose, or is that the one we just encountered?
No way of opening it.
That must be the other side. That must be the other side of the door we couldn't get through before, most probably.
There's no way I could push that door open. No manual controls. That's the most secure lock I've ever seen.
Guess we're not getting through there then. At least not without some sort of key. Oh, link space. And access to a terminal, that's interesting. Have they deactivated Rugg's card yet? No. Status report. Nutrient tank drain open. Possible malfunction of water 14. So there's probably at least 13 others. Temperature surge detected. Investigation in progress. Emergency life support on. Water version 2.4 research. Clean environment. Have you decontaminated? Access door closed. Open door. I'm a little worried about what that's referring to. Decontaminated what?
You've saved me the bother of coming to find you.
I should have guessed you were part of all this.
Overmann, so he
Why
knows
do
who
you
we are.
think Reich had to die when he tried to kill you? Or that meddling girl who tried to help you escape? Link needs you alive, Overmann. That's why it planned this family reunion.
Wait, are you our
Get
father?
out while you can, Rob.
That seems a
Stop!
bit
Tell me what
unnecessary.
you want from me!
You won't be needing this robot where you're going.
Oh my.
Aha! Another ID card from my collection.
Who's though? Plastic card bears the holographic image of Gallagher. Oh, that was Gallagher we were speaking to. Not that we ever figured out who Gallagher actually was. There we go. I think there's a graphical bug.
Poor
A graphical
Joey
bug.
didn't last long in that shell. I'll take his board as a memento.
Say a memento. You just need to put him in another body. Why was Gallagher locked in a room that needed to be decontaminated? Okay. Alright. That does need researching. I would guess that's probably our way out. Before all of that, let's go into link space and see what we can find. I guess we'll use Gallagher's link card. Because why not? He may well be able to get past the sentry. We can blind Divine Wrath. Okay. I mean, it would be rude not to. Okay, it doesn't work on them. I guess it's just for getting past the what did they call them? The guard in this room. The Crusader, that was it. Excellent. What have we found here? Polywrap Crystal, 40k, M-Trip, Hobart, Fun Progs. Protect applications from unauthorized eyes. Donations to Hobart Funware Incorporated. Is this what we use the oscillator for? Hobart Fun Progs. So this is from Hobart. The rivals to I keep forgetting the name of the city. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up. I should remember, I know. Is it Union City? Yes. Let's try the oscillator. Oh, we don't have it. That's not the end of the world, though. Because it looks like the Crusader's been permanently dispatched. So presumably I can just go straight back in there with Anita's card, which does have the oscillator on it. I mean, I don't have a good... I don't have a really well-grounded reason to believe this will work. It's just that it seems intuitive to me that an oscillator might create vibrations that cause a crystal to break. You know, like a soprano singer breaking a glass cup. Well, hey! Helix. Design Hobart Institute of Cybernetics to combat the Cordell syndrome, checking the growth of rogue tissue in smart systems. Right, how do we deliver it? That's a question. Just into the well? Or elsewhere? Nope, that's not where it goes. I guess the virus is on Anita's card now. Maybe we can use that to our advantage? The thing is, up till now, the only place where we've used a link card is to get into link space. So it's difficult to see how else I could deliver this, this virus. Perhaps the solution is through here.
Instant frostbite if I put my hand in there.
Okay.
Pressing the keys has no effect. The computer is controlling the tank and displaying its readings on the monitor.
Okay.
Whoa, the liquid in the tank has burned my hand. There are strands of tissue suspended in this tank.
What did you say?
There are strands of tissue suspended in this tank.
Oh, I did say suspended. Yeah, probably shouldn't have stuck his hand in there. That wasn't quite what I was intending to do, but still. Also, some of this dialogue, it does make me wonder if some of the voice acting has been, shall we say, of variable quality throughout this game. And I think this is an example of where it sounds almost like these voice lines were recorded separately.
The computer is controlling the tank and displaying its readings on the monitor.
I don't know, I could be wrong. Just somehow that doesn't seem to flow to me. Okay.
Hey, wake up, rubber features! It's a fully formed android body. A computer for each of these androids.
Right, so without the... There's not a slot on the computer, is there?
The cabinet has a door. There's an expansion port in the cabinet.
Okay, can I use that to get the virus in here? No. So yeah, unless the androids are programmed, they can't do anything, it looks like. Which is good to know. Oh dear. I think we're getting closer to whatever this is.
That tickles. I'm obviously supposed to put my hand on that. That tickles. I'm obviously supposed to... That tickles. It must lead deeper into the complex.
So how exactly am I supposed to get a hold of two appropriate hands? That's a little worrying.
The metal is
Hang on. I've just realised something that didn't occur to me before. Do you know who might very much like a body like that? Oh, please work. I think it's gonna work. Walter V.4 development program. Character board installed. Reflex and motor functions nil. Character data nil. Run R&M program. Download character data. Run startup program. What would R&M be? Repair and maintenance, research and monitoring, refining and marketing, renovation and modernization, replacement and modernization, redistribution and marketing. I don't know which of those it would be. I mean, repair and maintenance was most convincing. Oh, reflex and motor. Right. Download character data. User error. R&M functions undefined. R&M program not present. Okay. Is it present on any of them? Yes, this one. Is this the only... Is this how we decide between all the bodies that are here? Okay, so it looks like each of these bodies are in a have been successively more programmed. It's like they're on a conveyor line. So do we want the middle one or the last one? Run R&M program. R&M functions already present. Good. I think this is the one we want then. I think we want the middle one. I think if we tried to activate the other one, unless we could overwrite the character data, it would just turn into another Walter that would try and attack us. But this should lead to a Joey.
How do you feel, Joey?
I'm not entirely sure, sir. I feel soft and curiously vulnerable.
That's because you're practically human.
And this feeling of insecurity is natural?
Oh yeah, you'll get used to it.
By the way, sir, take my advice. Don't wake the other androids.
Why not?
If they've been programmed, they'll terminate you.
Excellent. So, how's that voice, Pengy? Doesn't Joey sound a lot like he has a throat that isn't so sore? I think you need a new name, Joey, or thanks for saving me from the android, or are we close to Link's score? Thanks for saving me from the android.
Thanks for saving me from the android.
My actions were the only logical course. What I cannot comprehend is how an android could behave in such an irrational manner. Why, it was almost as if he was human.
Unthinkable. What did he mean by a family reunion?
What did he mean by a family reunion?
Since your mother was killed, that leaves only...
My father.
You never speak of him, do you?
That's because I can't remember him.
Can't or won't, sir.
Are we close to Link's core?
Are we close to Link's core?
Almost certainly, sir. I can sense its presence in a strange and mysterious way.
Like the old man. The pictures in the campfire. He saw it too. The evil beneath the city. And then he died with the rest of the tribe.
This isn't the time for remorse, sir. You must destroy the evil and avenge their deaths.
Must I? Destroying the evil, sure. Shall I suggest he take a new name? I'm not sure he needs a new name, but we could suggest it, see where the dialogue leads.
I think you need a new name, Joey.
I concur with your observation, Mr. Foster. What do you consider an appropriate sobriquet?
I'm gonna call you Ken.
That's wonderful news, sir. Tell me, are there any memorable Kens in history? A Ken whom I might seek to emulate?
All the Kens I can think of were dorks.
Splendid! It will be my mission in life to make the name Ken synonymous with dorks.
Okay, I thought he was going to say something else there. I thought he was some sort of super optimist that was like, okay, so you've given me a name which it doesn't have positive connotations. I'm going to make it my mission in life to give that name positive connotations in the public consciousness. How do you like your new body?
How do you like your new body?
It's wonderful, sir. There's just one thing.
What's that?
When will I be getting the accessories?
I don't know what you mean.
Ears, body hair, those little decorative parts?
You're better off without them, believe me.
Okay.
Never mind.
Can I not pick up his board again?
Joey's board fits snugly in the port.
I guess not. I can't help but think... Oh, I actually changed his name to Ken. I can't help but think that previously Joey's board had been running his personality, and now we've just downloaded the ROM to this this Android, which means the original Joey's still there. Which is why I think we should take the board.
Joey's board.
This is just a copy, but the game doesn't seem to... doesn't seem to want to let us do that.
That tickled.
Place your hand on that lock sensor.
Place your hand on that lock sensor.
With pleasure, sir.
He's so polite all of a sudden.
I'm obviously supposed... That tick...
Oh my goodness.
Let's try that hand sensor again.
I suggest we touch the sensors simultaneously, sir.
Hey, Rubberman!
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
I appear to have a problem, sir. My hand has melted onto the door.
I don't like to leave you here.
I don't like to leave you here.
I'll be free in no time, sir. Have you got an axe?
No, I haven't. Why?
You could have used it to sever my hand.
That's unthinkable.
Still stuck?
Still stuck?
I'm afraid so, sir. It's frustrating, to say the least.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Hey, Rubberman! It's a grisly thought. But maybe I can snip your fingers with these shears.
I had already thought of that, sir. Unfortunately, it couldn't be done. My skin is far tougher than yours.
Then why did it melt onto the panel when mine didn't? Oh dear. Poor Ken. We'd better move on though. Simply because there's nothing we can do.
Hey, Rubberman!
We could tie the cable around him and
Would
pull
this
with
cable
him.
be any use to you?
This is hardly the time for bondage, sir.
Hate when that happens. So are we going to meet our father, or is this our father? Is this what became of our father? Who knows? Okay.
There aren't any controls on the spout. That's the last place I want to end up.
What are we doing here? have a wrench, an ID card, some dark glasses, secateurs, a brick, a link card, a cable, and another link card. It's almost like we're supposed to drop something in there, like a poison or something. But I don't have such a thing. I assume we can't go down here, because that looks like liquid.
It's supplying nourishment to that organism. It's sucking and stretching out for nourishment.
We really haven't actually established that this thing is evil either, have we? We've just somewhat assumed. I mean, I agree there's been some shady things going on surrounding this creature, but we don't really know what this creature is, what it's doing, what would happen if we'd kill it, and frankly, whether it needs to be killed or deserves to be killed.
They serve as a ladder.
I could take the brick to the spout. Nope. Or the wrench. Nope.
They serve as a...
Maybe there was an item I needed further back. We could have a word with Ken. He might have some suggestions if we describe what we've seen.
Hey, Rubberman!
I wonder if he calls him Rubberman just so they didn't have to record two lots of dialogue, one saying Ken and one saying Joey.
Never mind. The metal is solid and impenetrable. It's storage. For what, I couldn't get.
Might be beneficial if I could get some of that liquid, but I don't have a container to put it in.
Pressing the keys has no effect. Whatever's in there is extremely cold. It could be liquid nitrogen.
That could be useful, but again, I don't have a way to harvest it. Hang on, I have the virus. It's a computer virus. Let's go back into link space and see if we can't find some way to use it. Since it's called a helix, I wonder if the virus actually will cause the machines to start manufacturing some sort of poison instead of some sort of biological poison instead of those clones or something. I don't know. Oops. I'm certainly missing something.
It's a view of the reactor.
Oh, so they would have seen Anita's death then.
This monitor is switched off. They're linked to surveillance cameras. They're linked to surveillance
So
cameras.
that's how Reich died.
They're linked.
Presumably from this room. What can we do here? These tanks don't have any sort of port, do they? No. I'm gonna be honest, I'm at a bit of a loss. I don't know what our immediate objective is. And I have no leads on what we can or should be doing next.
It wasn't Joey's lucky day.
Right, I can't dismantle the body to get anything useful from it. Surely what we need is like a cup or a tongs.
They're like the ones used by surgeons.
Again, it was an item I didn't know we had access to. Imprinted on the handle the word surgical steel made in Hobart. Why made in Hobart? They're rivals.
The tissue is frozen now.
I had a feeling that's where things were headed, I just don't know why. Throw that into the orifice and see how it reacts. I've got no other plan. Poor Ken.
They serve as a Nothing seems to have happened.
Right, can I get the virus somehow into that tissue? But then what would be the point in freezing it? So that it's rigid, so that it can be put into some sort of slot?
Joey's bored.
I'm thinking we get the virus in some sense into the flesh, dump it into the orifice, and then maybe that kills Link?
frozen now.
Now, did you notice how there's a little bit of the tissue? Oh, if you see that animation again, there's a little bit of tissue at the top that never goes in and that stays red. No, that's not it then. I don't just put Anita's card in here, do I? I'm pretty sure we tried that before. Nope, it's not that. In here? No.
It's activated by the robot's presence. That's where the medical robot gets its power. They don't appear to do it. They don't appear. I've got a hunch I'll need to open that. No way of opening.
Okay. I guess that gives us a bit more direction. I've got a hunch you need to open that.
I've got a hunch I'll need to open that.
That's probably what we're missing, whatever's in that room. I said before how we may have seen the other side of the same door, but it could be that there's a room between. There could easily be space.
I've got a hunch. No way of opening.
It's not like one or the other, is it? Like, if I close one door, the other one opens.
No way of opening.
Don't look like it. Nothing in here I can interact with that I've missed? Don't think so.
It's an android.
Oh,
There's
Gallagher's
no
an
point in
android.
searching the android again. There's a rubbery man in there. So that's how androids are created.
Well, let me add to the to-do list if I can find it. Oh, we can cross off find Joey new body, because we did. never did get into that cabinet in the cathedral, did we? Despite the game suggesting that we'd need to.
Hey, Rubberman!
Never mind.
What happened here? It looks like it was a much longer section that then got destroyed. But someone did bother to clean it up.
It's what keeps the pipes in place. Completely solid.
Interesting that I can interact with them then.
They serve as a lab.
As though I'm supposed to destroy the pipes.
It's supplying nourishment. There aren't any controls on... That's the last place it's sucking and stretching out for nourishment. They serve as a...
Just having a very good look around, make sure I've not missed anything. Doesn't look like it. Let's look at this one more time. Hang on, could Gallagher's card be more useful here? Might that reveal additional functions? Emergency life support on.
I've got a hunch I'll need to open that.
But how would you do it if not from a computer terminal? I hope
There
I
aren't
don't.
any manual controls.
I hope I won't end up having to resort to more hints, but currently it's looking that way. I'm just going back over the areas we've been to before to see if there's anything I've missed.
It's sticky and slightly astringent, making my fingers tingle. It looks like the stuff that lamb eats.
Are you suggesting Lamb might be an android? I don't think he is. As you can see, I'm sure I'm running out of ideas.
The screen displays the medical robot's status.
That's probably not in a very good state right now. It's probably not reporting a very good state.
It doesn't operate manually.
I was supposed to collect that. Oops. Wrong way.
It's no longer... I can't pull it any further.
Okay, no. Oh, that was close. If we're on there even slightly longer, we'd probably have met a unpleasant end. I'm running out of ideas, I really am. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to resort to another hint. How can I free Ken? Okay. I'm even going to take that as a hint on its own. Even though notionally there's hints on that page that I could... I could read. I had assumed he was just stuck there, but if that actually is one of our objectives, then I will turn my attention to that. Right, free Ken. Interesting that they call him Ken on the hints website. I wonder if I could have not renamed him. I don't know what we're gonna do though. Like, I considered possibly using some of that tingly stuff, because maybe it's acidic and would burn away the hand. But I don't know.
Hey, Rubber Man! Would these tongs help to free you?
Not a chance, sir.
Let's try every item.
Hey, Rubber Man! Maybe I could free you with my wrench.
I hardly think so, sir. A wrench seems most inappropriate in this situation.
Hey, Rubberman! I can't imagine this card would be any use.
Neither can I, sir. What we need is a chainsaw. It's times like this, I wish I were better equipped.
Hey, Rubberman! These shades aren't any help, are they?
Sir, has it escaped your notice that we androids do not possess ears?
Oh, right. Pity, they'd suit you.
Brick?
Hey, Rubberman!
Smash the panel?
It's a block of clay and sand, hardened by baking, sir. Totally useless, sir.
I think that's everything. I take it using the other panel won't help.
I'm obviously supposed...
By warming it again.
Hey, Rubberman! Never mind.
I mean, either of these might help. The liquid nitrogen or the acidic stuff in the tank. The nutrient solution. I have nowhere to carry it. Alright, what's the first hint? You can. Okay. His hand is going to melt in the sensor no matter what you do. He'll come back when you need him. Okay, so that was a red herring. How do I shut down Link? First thing you need to do is keep it from growing. You should have a virus to do that. Right, but how do I use it? How do I actually apply it? I know I have this virus and I can only access it in link space, but there's nowhere for me to place the virus in link space that I know of. It's in link space. Whatever you take out of link will be put on the appropriate ID card. So use the ID card to install the virus. Yeah, but where? I would if I could. This has occurred to me before. Have I missed something? Is there like a room that I don't yet have access to? Like that one? Quite possibly. How do I get into the door in the wall? You need to be able to swing over there. As in with the cable. Right, I when you said swing, I assumed that, but from where? The pipe supports will hold a cable for you. Right, but I don't have anywhere. Okay, that's probably given away a puzzle that I would be doing later. Like, I don't have any way to even look into that room so far as I'm aware. I think this must... I don't know, we'll see. I feel like it's happened again. I feel like there's some either item or area I have access to right now which I don't know I have access to. And that's what's holding me back. We'll see though. The only pipe supports I know of are past the double hand scanner lock. Maybe that is it. Maybe I just put a cable on there, because I was noting earlier that we could interact with them and how odd that was. And I said about, oh, maybe we have to destroy the pipes or something. Maybe that's it. Maybe I put the cable on there and then we get somewhere we otherwise wouldn't be able to. Okay, that appears to have been exactly what I was missing.
The cable should bear my weight, if it doesn't slip loose. Rats! I can't climb to the cable from here. They serve as a ladder. If I jumped to the cable, I'd be stuck there.
Well, what do you suggest?
That knot I tied is really something. The knots...
Okay, so that is definitely what we were supposed to do, apparently.
Rats! I can't... They serve as...
Hello, Grey Guy. How are you? I hope you're having a good day.
If I jumped to the cable, I'd be stuck there.
Oh, that's okay. I fully understand.
Hanging that cable there was a waste of time.
So you claim. Hope it's not too stressful, whatever you're busy with.
If I jumped to the cable, I'd be... There aren't any controls on the... It's supplying Nothing seems to have...
But the tongs are free now. Nope, that did nothing. I don't know what to suggest. Maybe with... No, it can't be with Ken's help because Ken hasn't been freed.
The cable should bear my weight, if it doesn't slip loose. Rats! It's what keeps the pipes in place. Completely solid.
No, I'm gonna have to look up another hint. I'm sorry. Tie the cable onto one, then go down. You can jump on the cable to reach the heart of Lang. Well, that doesn't seem to be true. Not unless something else is supposed to happen first. Oh dear. I am struggling, aren't I? Use either a Nita or Gallagher's idea. It depends on who took the virus on the terminal in the room with the liquid nitrogen tanks. Oh, okay, that's how we make progress. Up till now, it doesn't matter. That's how we make progress. Let's keep going.
Ha! The virus has caused the program to crash.
Wonderful. Now what?
The tissue is frozen now.
I am gonna look up another hint because I'm sorry, I'm still stuck. Now you need to poison Link. Make it quick cold turkey. You mean cut off the nourishment? But how would I do that? Or cold tissue? But I've tried that several times and it's done nothing. I hope this isn't going to be another instance of
They serve as
doing the exact same thing at a different time has a different result. Yes.
I've poisoned the sludge.
I don't know why it's behaving differently. Oh well.
This could be the second most stupid thing I've ever done.
And now trying to swing across works because an area's opened up. Oh well, progress has been made. Oh blimey, is that a father? Or is that Mr. Piemont?
Father?
Is that Robert? Oh, my son. Why did you come here?
I thought you'd be glad to see me.
I did everything I could to stop you. You're in terrible danger. Get away.
I'm taking you with me. How do I disconnect
Why?
you from the machine?
Listen to me. Link needs a replacement for my brain. And the best choice was someone related by blood. It sent Reich and his goons to bring you here. Link killed Reich when he threatened you.
But if Link wanted me alive, why did it wreck the helicopter?
Good
That was
question.
my doing, Robert.
Ah.
I managed to wrest control from Link for a few seconds. Long enough to cause the crash. I hope to spare you my fate, Robert.
Ken, you're just in time.
I thought you might need a hand, sir.
I've got a bad feeling about this, sir.
What happened, Father?
Link has rejected me. And without it, I'll die.
Why?
Father, tell me what to do.
It's too late, Robert. Link has beaten us both.
That's suboptimal.
Are you all right, sir?
Do I look all right? Help!
Are we in control of Ken now?
Mr. Foster?
Foster is no more. I am Link. I am the future.
Oh dear. Not the most appropriate image, or the most was that a most recent save? Or could that have been? That's obviously before we got through there. That's before we picked up the tongs. That's also before we picked up the tongs. Oh well, we can probably go from here. Sorry, obviously I should have saved. And so it was a red herring about opening that door. Because we don't open
They're like the ones you... The tissue is
Or at least if... what I mean is we don't open it to get into the room. Like, if the door ever opens, it's from the other side. Anywho, let's get back to where we were. I wonder what I'm supposed to do, though. Like, I'm thinking about that scene where I clearly, was supposed to do something in a short space of time, and I didn't know what.
They serve as a...
Right, let's save here. Actually, no. Let's save after I've poisoned the sludge, as he put it.
Nothing seems to have happened.
What? Did I forget to freeze it? I thought I froze it.
They serve as a...
Wait, don't tell me I had to do that multiple times. Oh, that is so bad if that's how it works. For several reasons. One reason being that why would you make a player do additional work if they've already solved the puzzle in a puzzle game? Like, if they found the solution, what's the point? Like, do what so many other games have done, and if it's clearly something that the player character would have to do multiple times, then just play a cinematic of the player character doing that thing multiple times. So it's bad for that reason. It's also bad.
The frozen now.
In this case, because the game doesn't indicate that you're doing the correct thing. It looks like it's a mistake. You know, it looks like it's a the game it literally says it did nothing. It's like the game's telling you, no, that's not the solution.
They serve as a...
So actually, it looks like I had the right idea all along. Yeah.
Yes, I've poisoned the sludge.
But you have to do it 2 or 3 times before it actually works, it looks like. Unless I am mistaken and in actual fact I forgot to freeze it that last time. But if that's the case, then I would argue then that proves that without the cable it doesn't work. Because I know I several times put frozen flesh in there without the cable and it didn't work. I don't know.
This could be the second most stupid...
Alright, let's try this again.
Father?
Is that Robert? Oh, my son. Why did you come here?
I thought you'd be glad to see me.
I did everything I could to stop you. You're in terrible danger. Get away.
I'm taking you with me. How do I disconnect you from the machine?
Listen to me. Link needs a replacement for my brain. And the best choice was someone related by blood.
How come he's strong
It
enough
sent
to resist
Reich and his
Link's
goons to
influence,
bring
but we're
you
not?
Here. Link killed Reich when he threatened you.
But if Link wanted me alive, why did it
Oh,
wreck the helicopter?
look below us. I
That
only
was
just
my doing,
noticed all
Robert.
those bodies.
I managed to
Those
wrest
are the
control
council
of Link
members.
for a few seconds. Long enough to cause the crash.
This must be the council room.
I hope to spare you my fate, Robert.
Ken, you're just in
At
time.
least I assume that's who they are.
I thought you might need a hand, sir.
But I don't think...
I've got a bad feeling about this, sir.
Richard Overmann was on the council,
What
was
happened,
he?
Father?
Why would they have
Link
put
has
him in a
rejected
throne
me.
in the centre of the council room?
Without it, I'll die.
Help me, quickly!
What do you want me to do, sir?
Give him the kiss of life, sit in that chair, shut down the machine. I think sit in the chair is a pretty good idea.
Sit in that chair.
Are you going to plug me into Link, sir? I hope you know what you're doing.
That music does not suggest I've made the right choice.
Something is happening, I think. Yes, I'm gaining control. I found my destiny, Mr. Foster.
Can you ever forgive me, Robert?
For letting your machine kill my mother?
Please, try to understand. It was the greatest experiment ever devised. Tapping the unexplored depths of the human brain. The potential of the subconscious mind.
You fused with this machine deliberately?
It was a well-considered plan, my boy.
Well considered? It was nothing but megalomania.
I had a dream. The fusion process was an apparent success, but the computer shared access to my human failings. It learned of greed, of vanity.
Interesting.
It reveled in the power it wielded. I was almost powerless in the hands of this monster.
Which is the monster, Father? The computer or you?
Bit harsh,
Robert.
since
Oh,
he's literally
Robert.
dying in her arms.
You were my only reason for wanting to live.
Father? Father! Too late. It's over now.
About the vacancy in the sewage grading plant, Howard. Perhaps we should assign the position to Gilbert Lamb.
Hello, Mr. Hobbins.
Hello, son. What do you want?
I've come to say goodbye.
You still plan to go back to the Gap?
Yeah, I've had it with city life.
Oh, we seem to have done
I
it.
miss you both. Why don't you come too?
We got enough to do. Getting Union City back to normal.
I reckon you'll make a great team.
Will you come back to visit us, sir?
I'm not sure about that, Ken. But I'll be thinking of you. Oh, by the way, Mr. Hobbins. Here's your wrench.
Thanks, son. I'll need that if Ken gives me any trouble.
Goodbye, friends.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Be vigilant.
That's the game's catchphrase. It comes up a lot. Blimey, that was it then. I do wonder, were there multiple endings that we could have chosen between, or did I just pick the one proper ending? Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that game, but I would say I think there was some shortcomings. I know I wasn't at my best when it comes to puzzle solving whilst playing this game. I know that certainly there's some puzzles I wish I had solved on my own without having to look up hints online. But then there are other instances where I really do think it was just poor design, and I think the very end of the game there was unfortunately a good example of that. You know, puzzles which the puzzles where you do the correct thing, and because you've done it at the wrong time, or perhaps you need to repeat the same thing multiple times, it has no effect. And the game in no way makes it clear to you that you're actually doing the right thing. Because of course, as someone playing a puzzle game, your immediate conclusion is going to be, oh, I've gone wrong. And then you're going to try something else. And I know this might seem a bit like nitpicking, but the number of times where it was easy to think you had tried something, but you hadn't, because, for example, like with that door earlier, where there was a door and a lock, and I had tried using the ID card on the door to open the door, and it hadn't worked. It turns out I had to use the ID card on the lock. And to be clear here, this wasn't a keycard scanner. We were trying to jimmy the door open. You know, and I to be perfectly honest, I don't even remember whether I actually deliberately tried the ID card on the door, or if I was trying it on the lock and I was a few pixels out. But just like having a big object with a tiny object inside it that's, you know, only a few pixels big, and then if you click on the wrong object, then the action you're trying fails, and there's no indication that you're on the right lines. Like, if they weren't going to make it so that you could use the keycard on the door or the lock, then why not, if you use it on the door, have the character say something like, I think that would work better on the lock, or something like that. Like, it's frustrating. Good game anyway. Yeah, pixel hunts are not fun. What will be the next game? Decided yet? I did have a game I was thinking of doing next. Let me see if I can find it. I haven't bought it yet. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. A woman summoned by an eccentric man to participate in a project in an old hotel somewhere in Central Europe becomes embroiled in a game of illusions, increasingly dangerous and surreal. Now you're invited to fall into the same rabbit hole in a non-linear mystery with an immense amount of handcrafted puzzles, constantly presenting you with... hang on, I'll have to open the page to read more. That was like just the summary. Presenting you with new riddles to solve, each leading you closer to exploring the enigma of Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Apparently it's a game that came out this year that won, or was nominated for a load of awards. Did it come out this year? I'm pretty sure it did. Let me double check. Does it actually say? Yes, it came out May this year. That sounds weird and fun. So yeah, I haven't bought it yet, but that was the one I was thinking of doing next. There's like a bunch of adventure games, like the ones you suggested, Pengy, that I'm also thinking of doing in the near future. I do want to, assuming people are happy to watch it. Wait, is this just looping? I think this is just looping. How would you quit this if you were playing this in the DOS days? Like, do you have to turn your computer's power off? I mean, I can get out of this because I'm in ScumVM, but what was I saying? Yeah, assuming it's something that people are happy to watch, I would like to start doing a little bit more puzzle gaming and adventure gaming again. It's not that I don't enjoy the other games that we play on this channel, I do. But it's something that I've been doing less of recently, and would like to get back to. Hold on, I'm just trying to find the webpage for Lorelei and, or the Steam page I should say, for Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. We could have a look at the trailer quickly. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. No, yes, that's what I want. Transition. Let me quickly close the game in ScumVM, otherwise I'm just going to have that music playing. Oh, that'll do. That's effectively paused it. Right, back to the Steam page. Blimey. Looks spoopy. Oh, goodness me. Not very nice to hold a gun to someone's head, or point it at someone's head. So that's what I was thinking of doing next. I haven't bought it yet, so I'll have to do that and install it and make sure it actually works. Oh yeah, all reviews overwhelmingly positive. Recent reviews very positive. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I will be doing, obviously, Dark Souls in parallel. So next stream, I may as well wrap up now, mightn't I? Oh, if anyone has any game suggestions, please leave them in chat or on our Discord server, because, you know, I do read them. I do make a note. I've got a handful of games that people have suggested recently, which I'm hoping to get to in the near future. Where was I? So yeah, next stream will be tomorrow, and that's going to be more Dark Souls. And then Monday's stream is probably what I'm going to play next, which will probably be Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, but I actually, as I say, need to buy it. And looks like an interesting mix in that game. It does. And test that it actually works on my system. What else? I am intending to continue streaming over the Christmas period. If that should change for any reason, obviously I'd let you know. But I don't think there's any reason I'll need to take a break from streaming. So yeah, next stream will be tomorrow. That'll be more Dark Souls. Monday, probably Lorelei. If I can't get Lorelei working for whatever reason, then I will pick a different game. But I'll probably try to stick to some sort of adventure game, puzzle, or that type of thing. Friday, that will be next Friday. That will be more Dark Souls. That's my current plan. So thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone that lurked, and thank you to everyone that kept me company. I hope you enjoyed Beneath a Steel Sky. Yeah, slightly frustrating for me towards the end, but it was still a good game. And as I say, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining for all of you. Yep, sorry Pikachu, I'm just wrapping up. I just finished Beneath a Steel Sky. Lovely to see you though. Oh, you were stuck in an ad. Sorry to hear that. But yeah. Pretty sure there's nothing I can do about that. I think once you hit affiliate, they just play Twitch will just play ads, and that's the way it is. In fact, they might do so anyway if you're not affiliate. I don't know. But yeah. But it is lovely to see you. Oh, you're back now. I see. Sorry, when you said stuck in an ad, I thought you meant that you've only just got out of an ad. I see what you mean. Oh no worries at all. I mean, I'm wrapping up slightly early, and I'm wrapping up slightly early because I finished the game. I finished Beneath a Steel Sky. And usually I'd do another half an hour, but I don't think just half an hour of something would be worthwhile. Yeah, we were looking at the game that I was thinking of doing next. Obviously tomorrow will be more Dark Souls because I've been alternating. I was thinking of doing a game called Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Oh, thank you. I did have to look up some more of the puzzles. More hints for some of the puzzles today, unfortunately. Got stuck a number of times, but got there in the end and worked out as much of it as I could on my own. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I was just telling everyone that I have no plans of taking a break from streaming over the Christmas period. So tomorrow's stream, which will be Dark Souls, will be going ahead. Monday, which will be whatever game I start next, probably Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. And then Friday, all that should be going ahead. Anyway, I am repeating myself at this point. So yeah, I'd probably better actually wrap up. If for any reason my streaming's... Yep, Dark Souls. That'll be tomorrow. If for any reason my streaming schedule should change, I'll announce it on social media, which currently means X, formerly known as Twitter, Blue Sky, Mastodon, and Meta Threads, and I would also announce it on our Discord server. So thank you again for joining me, everyone. I know I said this a moment ago, but I'll say it again because I really am grateful. Thank you to everyone that came to see the stream. You know, everyone that looked, everyone that kept me company in chat, absolutely all of you. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And good night.